Is affordability a thing in the Philly metro? Is living anywhere affordable these days? That is a great question. I see the headlines saying that the Philly area is more affordable than other East Coast cities like New York and Washington, D.C. But is it true? Or are the headline writers just blowing smoke up your ass like most realtors do? If you stick around, you won't get any smoke up your ass on this channel. We're going to take a look at the costs of living in the Philly metro for things like housing, food, utilities, taxes, and so on. Now, if you're easily offended, fair warning, you might want to go now. But if you want to learn more about Philly, stick around till the end. And if you're so inclined, hit that like, subscribe, and share. Reach out to me if you're moving here. Let's get down to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania cost of living in 2023. Is it affordable to live in the Philly metro? First up is, of course, housing. It's our most expensive expense. And when it comes down to housing in the Philly metro, you will find a wide range of prices to suit your budget. For renters, the cost to rent in Philly is pretty close to the national average. So you're not going to save much by relocating here as a renter. But if you decide to be house poor and buy a home, well, now you're talking about savings because the average home here is $100,000 less than the national average. Move-in ready homes can have a price range from less than $100,000 in Kensington and all the way up to the multi-millions. If you want to know where the cheapest homes are, just go to niche.com and find the lowest rating neighborhoods and start your search there. Just put Kensington, Philadelphia into your YouTube search. You'll get a real nice tour. So the national average for rent is $1,163, and here in Philly, it's $1,149. Home values are $365 here, while nationally they're $467. Now I want your feedback about these videos. I might not give a shit what you have to say, but I still appreciate your perspective. My name is Dawn D'Amico. I'm a licensed realtor in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. I lived in this area my whole life, and this video could be hours long if you really want all the dirt about living in Philadelphia. So if you're considering a move and you want more content like this to help you decide if this place is even right for you, you might want to like, subscribe, and comment, but that's your choice. Ask me your questions about living in the Philadelphia metro area, including New Jersey. And if you're making a move into or out of the area, let's connect and see if working together makes sense. If not, I've got lots of great agents all over the world. I can connect you with the right one to fit your needs. And my contact details are below. Next up, utilities. Remember, here in Pennsylvania, utilities will play a factor in affordability in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You're going to need to heat and cool your home during some months of the year. And the size of your home will feed into the costs to house yourself and your family comfortably. Sometimes you may need to heat your home in the morning and cool it off in the afternoon. And I'm not shitting you. For cooling, you'll be a slave to the electric grid. But you can at least shop for electrical energy suppliers and find the best deals. For heating, depending on where you live in Philly, we use natural gas, heating oil, electric, propane, heat pumps, fireplaces, and so on. When you're shopping for a home or an apartment, make sure you find out what your heating source is because they are not all the same as far as the costs go. Keep in mind that a lot of housing stock here is older and not the best as far as energy efficiency. The next expense we want to talk about is food. As for the cost of food in the Philly metro, that is really going to be determined by your own shopping and eating habits. We have plenty of discount food chains like Aldi and Walmart, and on the high end, you can shop at Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. If you like eating out, the prices can range the gamut here too. You'll find plenty of cheap fast food chains and what we like to call roach coaches, those mobile street vendors who sell cheap street food, but most of it's pretty good. Or if you do have a bigger budget and expensive taste, make your reservations for Jean Georges at the Four Seasons. Jean Georges at Four Seasons, Philadelphia's most expensive restaurant, offering a 6-course tasting menu for just over $200 per person as of today. Philadelphians typically spend at least $388 per person for monthly grocery costs, which is about $47 higher per month than national average. And unless you're buying prepared food at the store, you won't pay Philly's 8% sales tax rate. Next up is education. When it comes to the cost of education, public schools in the Philly metro, like most in the US, are primarily funded by taxpayers. So you won't pay directly out of your pocket for public elementary and high school education. But there may be other costs involved, like uniforms and school supplies. For elementary and high school, you can also choose to send your kids to one of the many private or charter schools. All have various prices that change from year to year. Some charters are fully funded by tax dollars and some are not. And when it comes to continuing education in Philly, you'll have a choice of the most expensive Ivy League colleges to the most affordable community colleges. All of these offer grant programs, so be sure to look into all the options because, as you know, prices and grant programs change at a moment's notice these days. Philly public schools have been hit hard by budget deficits, poor management, and theft of funds from within the organization. So if you do have kids, be sure to read up on niche.com and find the best schools that suit your needs before you decide on which neighborhoods to hone in on. And next up, we're going to talk about healthcare costs. Let's face it, healthcare costs have skyrocketed beyond belief. They're out of control, no matter where you are in this world. The cost of healthcare in the Philly metro is no different and can vary based on many factors, including the type of healthcare services, insurance coverage, and your individual circumstances. There are some general considerations regarding healthcare costs in the Philly metro area compared to the rest of the country, such as specific insurance plans that are available here, competition among healthcare providers, and availability of resources. Cost of prescriptions also play a part when it comes to healthcare expenses and can vary based on your insurance coverage, types of medication, and availability of generics. In general, Philadelphia is considered to have healthcare costs that are in line or slightly below the national average. Let's talk about transportation next. Transportation costs, leave it to Philly to add a little ka-ching to your daily commute. Let's start with the most famous symbol of Philadelphia transportation itself, the Philly Turnpike. Yes, those damn toll roads. It's like a secret tax on anyone brave enough to venture out of or into the city. Philadelphia bridges are another gateway to financial pain for Philadelphians. And it doesn't end there. We have SEPTA for our public transportation. And whether you're hopping on a bus, a subway, or a regional rail, be prepared to pay for the privilege of enjoying the stench of other commuters. You'll need to learn how to decipher the parking signs, or you'll find love notes in the form of parking tickets on your windshield, or even worse, your car will be towed to the impound lot where you'll pay a hefty fee to retrieve it. On the bright side, Philadelphians who come to find that their car isn't where they left it often breathe a sigh of relief after finding it at the impound lot. At least it wasn't stolen. Now let's talk about taxes. When it comes to breaking down the way Philly taxes people differently than other regions within the state and within the US, this topic alone could take a while. So I'm going to try to keep it brief and relevant to making a relocation decision. First up is the Philly city wage tax. If you work inside the city of Philly, you will pay a Philly city wage tax no matter where you live, and if you work and live in the city, then you get to pay more. This tax is in addition to the Pennsylvania state income tax. Then you've got the sales tax. The sales tax rate in PA is 6%, but inside the city of Philadelphia, it's 8%. Then we have a sugar tax. Like I said in a previous video, 30% of Philadelphians are obese. And so in 2017, the local government decided to impose a sugar tax on sweet drinks, effectively raising prices to the consumer. Philly homeowners do enjoy a lower property tax than a lot of the surrounding suburbs. Look out though, because the city is always looking for new ways to get their grubby hands into your pockets. Despite my smart-ass sense of humor, I absolutely love helping people find the right place for them right here. My name is Dawn D'Amico. I'm a licensed realtor in Pennsylvania and in New Jersey. And if you're looking to buy or sell in a different state, well, I'm sorry, that sucks for you. But I can still answer your burning real estate questions, and I can refer you to a great agent in your market. So just reach out below. And if you have decided your heart is set on living somewhere in the Philly metro, reach out to me. I love hearing from people like you who want to live in one of the best metros in the country.